So now, Andy, all that foolishness makes sense. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Sistas. This is season 1, episode 24. The foolishness that is Andy all makes sense now. Thank you, Tyler. 24 episodes, and then we finally got to why she really. Okay. Let's go. Sabrina and Andy. Tell me, you gotta tell me what's going on. Now Sabrina's getting upset. She's starting to get an attitude because she knows that Andy playing in her face. She wants to know what's going on. And I kept saying, why is she, because Sabrina's very passive. So I kept saying, why is she so forceful all of a sudden about wanting her to come clean to her about what's going on? Then here comes Morris and tells he tried to kill her, this, that, thing, and the other, on and on and on. And she says to him, get on out of here. And he limping around and carrying on. She gonna say, I'm talking to you, 7. He gonna say, 7? She said, yeah, I got statements from 7 women that you assaulted. And he told her, I hate bitches like you. I said, oh my. That Morris, honey, he's a whole different type of arrogant on a whole nother level. He really needs somebody to bash him real good, like more so than this little limping around that he's doing. He needs to be like Maurice, somewhere laid up. I'm just saying. That he tells Andy Jasmine wants to see her. Now this is where Tyler, see, this is why we be having our problem, Tyler. You and I. This is when we be running into a whole issue. What in the hell happened to Jasmine's face, Tyler? Because, see, now I feel like you playing in my face. Because we seen her when she fell over the balcony, boom, bust her back on the car. And Gary was standing there with her until the ambulance came and they brought her in. She gets into the hospital. Now her face is all beat in. When did it happen? When did it happen, Tyler? Man, who you think you playing with? And now there's this whole exchange. He beat me. He beat me. He's going to beat you. And this, that, and the other. Y'all know what was going on with me, right? Y'all know old Trigger Finger Colwell was ready to cut this shit off. I was ready to cut it off because you... I can't, y'all. I'm so glad this is almost over. This is almost over. And I'm there's a part of me that is like, if he don't end this soon, I promise y'all I will finish it this season. I'm going to finish this season. I ain't making no promises going forward. But I'm going to finish reviewing this season. I think it's only 1 or 2 more episodes. Y'all better be glad that I'm a man of my word, because this is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It just don't make any sense. The sloppy, and some of these things aren't mistakes. They're not mistakes. It's just, this is what I'm giving you. You're going to accept it, and that's it. And as a viewer, I don't even appreciate that. I don't appreciate this is what I'm giving you, and you're just going to accept it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Ooh, because if it wasn't for my love for y'all, baby, I'd have walked away from... Well, y'all see, I had walked away from it, and y'all walked me back to the shit. I would have walked away from this a while ago. Anyway, so here we got all of this going on. Now Sabrina is like having a fit, and we find out this all is connected. There's a previous relationship where Andy was in college, where she was being beaten, banged, and she wouldn't leave. They've seen her already act this out. This not her first time at the rodeo. And she don't ride well. She don't ride well. She was side saddling and getting her ass whooped and not leaving. And this is what they see. And the patterns are all there, which was like, and everything is all there. And now she's fighting with them, just fighting with them. And then this is the bad part, because we found out as we were going through this episode, not only is Andy confused and all bought into garbage, Karen is too. Karen's defending her foolishness. And like Sabrina said, y'all be keeping secrets. I said early in the beginning of this that the two of them don't need to be friends, because the two of them sit around and okay each other's bullcrap. Y'all remember me saying that 12 times in 12 episodes? A mess. I'm moving on because I'm going to get mad with them. Lisa and Zach, they're talking. Lisa brings in her boyfriend, who is fine. I say he is cute with a beautiful smile, but introduces him. He ain't but 34. Got it going on. He immediately, he just took to Zach, and they cool. She get her little stuff together. She leaving. She tell him about yourself. This, that, thing, and the other. This is when it got weird. It got weird again. Okay. Where are you leading us to, Tyler? Because I was looking at the way this was acted out. And if you actually look at my thumbnail, there was a very uncomfortable situation that took place there with Lisa's boyfriend, and the way he was looking at Zach and the way he was interacting with Zach at a point. And I picked up on it, but then when it's part of the storyline where Zach was like, you ain't into them three ways, threesomes and all that stuff like Lisa. And he yeah, I am. And Zach was like, I ain't with all that, this, that, thing, and the other, and put a pillow in between the two of them. Why was that necessary? Why was that necessary? Because I don't think that the storyline is going to take us down the road. We know that Lisa's kind of like a swinger and different things like that. But I don't think that, Tyler, you're going to take us down the road where Lisa and her boyfriend are opening up to bring Zach into something that would be totally inappropriate. I don't think you're going to do that. So were you making fun of swingers and their lifestyle? Because, see, I ain't going to be a fan of that either. See, you're doing a whole lot. You're doing a lot of stuff with this show that is, a lot of it I feel is intentional. A lot of it I feel is nudge, nudge, wink, wink to the LGBTQ and others. And I ain't feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. You're pissing me off, is what you're doing. You're pissing me off. Anyway, moving on. And I'm not even, I know of the swinging lifestyle, but of course, I'm not heterosexual and I'm not bisexual, but I don't give a damn. I don't do the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, period, on people and their life choices. I just ain't with it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, judge, judge. I ain't for it. I'm really not. I'm really, really not. And it really does piss me off. Moving on. Shit. Aaron and Karen, they was doing a whole lot. He was saying, what do you want in a man? And she's telling him, honey, she's explaining, baby. He rolled up on her real fast, honey, and got her shit all up on the table, told her, you're describing me. I said, that was kind of sexy. The way he just leaped over there on her. I said, oh, all right, honey. Child, she got saved by Sabrina and let herself in with the key, baby. And she was saying something ain't right. Something ain't right. Talking about this whole Andy thing. And that's like I was telling y'all, where she's trying to cover for Andy, and all the signs are there. She's fucked up. All the signs are there. Just a mess. Them two are bad for each other. It's nice to have a friend that loves you down, but they not good for each other. They just lead each other into foolishness. Um, then she's down there with that stupid Gary, and he telling her, I said, she's the dumbest lawyer that I have ever seen. I need to move some money into your account, this, that, the other. My finance guy's going to call you. This, and I'm thinking, I said, in any minute, she's going to get up and say, I'm out of here. This is stupid, and I'm gone. She get out there, she get on the phone, and she told her damn finance man to go ahead and do it. And the finance man said to her, are you sure you want to do this? That was your out, stupid ass. Oh, she wears me out. Then she goes on down there to see Leslie. And I just skipped right over all of Gary's behaviors because I don't feel like talking about it. Every week we have an episode, and every week Gary does more showing his nasty, narcissistic, mean, jealous, all those things about himself and abusive side. So I ain't even going through all that. Andy goes down and sees Leslie, honey, and they met at the bar. All that goes down. And she tells her they planned this all. Everything. Everything was all part of a plan. They planned to take you down. Your boss, Bellamy, is in on the whole thing. Everybody was really, you are the casualty of this war. Period. And told her, she gave her the information and told her, I am the best in the business. And whenever you get where you're going and get this all straightened out, I'll work for you. She gets up and tell her, I would never hire you, but thank you for this. Why not? Why not? You've been surrounded with wolves this whole time. So I don't understand what your whole issue with Leslie. Leslie ain't shit either, but ain't nobody else shit that been around you. Everybody's questionable. Even my girl, that is the damn, the ride or die, the old girl is secretary who I just lived for her, but she knew that chick that she set up with Leslie. She got questionable moves too. Everybody got something going on. So shit, you better pick your players, goofball. Last thing, old Karen gets out the shower, comes out into her living room, and she's like, what are you doing here, honey? There's a strange white man in her living room. And I'm like, girl, why are you holding a conversation with a strange white man who's in your living room? And talk about how he got there. And he just happened to have a butcher knife in his. A butcher knife in one hand, a cell phone in the other. And you having a conversation. But she was standing there, she wasn't showing fear and telling him, I said, get the up out of here. This, that, thing, the other. She was talking to him. Here it is. He's Fawn's brother. And he got this butcher knife. He come to get her. Flat out. I said, okay, Tyler. It's kind of movie-ish. But okay, my mother told you that I was coming. Yeah, and I told you to get out, honey. So that was like a whole mess. She cussed his ass out. But then he ended up chasing her. She running into the room. I'm like, maybe not into the room, sweetie. Where are you going in the room? You get in the room, you're locked in the room. Like, whatever. But that's where we're at now. So she's being attacked by the guy with the butcher knife. So, I don't know. I got a feeling that Zach's going to show up and Zach's getting ready to catch a body. Yeah, remember I said that. All right, y'all. I'm out. Tyler. This has been Sistas. Season 1, episode 24. This shit done wore me so thin, y'all. I love y'all. Oh, if y'all didn't never know that I love you all. Ciao. I'm out.